At the hospital, it kind of felt horrible because if they kind of like gave him a wrong amount or something, he would probably die. So it'd be kind of the hospital's fault and things, and it just felt horrible being around all of the sick people and everything.
I couldn't really see him a lot, not that much.
Why was that?
I don't know, because they said I was too young and that, so.
He was in a big ward. It felt really weird because everybody else was like next to him and everybody was there and people were just all around and watching and everything. It felt just really weird. Could like have kind of room where you could talk about it or something, or just a room where you could sit quiet or something. It would be easier if they had a playroom in the hospital where you could sit and think and everything, because in the hospitals they've got playrooms but only at the children's wards, and that's kind of sometimes like on the other side of the hospital, which takes a long way to get to. Nurses didn't talk to me, they didn't help, they just walked about with needles and things. Could have told me what was happening and said what was going to happen instead of just walking past me.
It was horrible because usually she would play with us and she'd be jumping about and everything, but it was horrible like seeing her laying in bed ill and everything. Well, some of the nurses came over and asked me if I was alright and stuff, but they didn't help me a lot. I'd like it if my mum was like at home and me and my sister and that could help her and give her stuff, like not really her in hospital on her own with nothing to do.
When my dad came out, we all thought that he was quite well better. Then he went back in. When I went in to see him the next time, then the nurses and doctors I said, will he be okay for a bit longer? Then a few days later, which really helped me, and in a way it didn't help me, they said that your dad was going to die pretty soon because they just couldn't do anything to it. So I wouldn't have really liked them to say that. I would just like to have heard when I did, because it was really upsetting to know that my dad was probably going to die in a few days' time. And if anyone does have the same experience, I just don't want that to happen to them, because they'll know it's not very nice at all.
Also in hospitals, to help, they should let children visit their parents or someone who's died in their family, because they can't like read minds and say, oh, dad's gonna die, really.
I think they should let you visit, say a person in your family who's like ill, much more than usual. Even if you're not allowed to see him so often, there should be somebody to support you. I know you have your family, but it's like somebody else to support you. You could just have somebody who would understand, but you know, it's not. You would know like they're not that emotional.